You are there. We see you.
Hello, my name is Rachel, as y'all know, and undoubtedly, you know someone who smokes cigarettes, or you may smoke cigarettes yourself. You don't? I know that you do. Um, Today, I would like to speak to you about cigarette smoking and the dangers and repercussions of smoking cigarettes. Hopefully, I can persuade you to stop smoking cigarettes, or at least cut down on the amount you smoke and how often you smoke. And if you don't smoke, then maybe this information will help you persuade other people to stop smoking. Personally, I don't smoke cigarettes. I have asthma, but even if I didn't, I wouldn't smoke anyway because I detest cigarette smoking. One, it smells really, really bad, and two, when I'm around it, it causes me to sneeze. I start to itch, so I kind of have like a small allergic reaction to it if I'm around it in a closed space. Not only does it smell bad, but the scent also sticks to people's clothing and their hair. And so when I go to people's houses where they smoke cigarettes inside, when we leave, all of our clothes smell like cigarettes, even our hair. Especially if your hair's wet, it seems to stick more to wet hair, and that kind of sucks after taking a shower and going to somebody's house and then having to go home and take another shower because you smell like cigarettes. And to people who don't smoke cigarettes, the smell is actually stronger because they're not used to being around it as often as other people. But that's enough of why I don't like it, and more of the facts of why cigarette smoking isn't good. So, according to CDC.org, more than 16 million Americans are living with a disease caused by smoking. And can you believe that that's just Americans, 16 million, that have diseases from smoking? And that's not counting the people in the rest of the world. So just our little US of A, 16 million people have diseases from smoking. That's also according to the CDC, smoking causes more than 480,000 deaths per year. And again, this is just in the USA alone. So 480,000 people die in the US, and that's not including the people in China or everywhere else in the world. And 41,000 people die of secondhand smoke. So those who choose not to smoke, if they're around people who do actively smoke and they're ingesting in the smoke from other people, they can develop diseases as well and also die from the cigarette smoke. They can get cancer just like the people who smoke themselves. And so sometimes we are around people who smoke, and that secondhand smoke goes into our lungs and can cause us problems too. And I remember reading before, I don't know where I read it because it's been a while, but I read that children who live in homes with people who smoke are at more of a risk of developing asthma and ear infections from the smoke. Not only is the cost of smoking high, smokefree.org states that if you smoke 1 pack of cigarettes a day, you'll roughly spend about $207 a week on cigarettes. I don't think that's right. I don't think I wrote that down right. But it's about $10,000 a year anyway. If you smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, it's about $10,000 a year, and that's just if you're the one person in the household smoking. If you smoke more cigarettes, it's going to cost you a lot more. So we all know that keeping our planet safe and healthy is just as important as keeping us healthy and safe. We live here, so do animals and plants, and without those animals and plants, such as bees, it would be difficult for us to survive, because bees, they pollinate the flowers, and they help cause the plants to grow, and that's what help us breathe and feed, eat. But one thing I didn't know is that cigarettes are, according to National Geographic, are one of the highest plastic pollutions that we have in the world. Now, is cigarette filters. And I wasn't aware of this because I thought that cigarettes were made out of all paper. But apparently their filters have plastic in them that doesn't degrade as fast as the actual paper. And when people throw cigarettes on the ground, not only are they littering and the plastic can't degrade very fast, it also leaches toxic metals and nicotine into the soil and in the environment. So that prevents plants from being able to grow well. And it also pollutes water supplies and stuff like that. So knowing that cigarettes not only are bad for your health, your own health, but other people's health, the planet, plants, animals, pretty much cigarettes are bad for everything. Knowing this, hopefully the information that I've provided you has persuaded you to stop smoking cigarettes, or at least cut down some, because it costs a lot of money, and I just want everybody to be happy, healthy, and safe. And if you smoke cigarettes, you increase your risk of all kinds of bad diseases. So the more you quit, or the less you smoke, or if you quit, the healthier you'll be. And I believe I seen a commercial not too long ago. I can't remember what it was about, what it was from, or it was a radio commercial, but it said, I believe, if you cut smoking out, it decreases your risk of heart disease, I believe it said, by about 50%. But I'm not sure on that. So hopefully after this conversation, y'all will quit smoking and you can live healthier lives, and we can have a healthier planet. Thank you very much.
Good job.